this too, and you can just tell he's itchy to get back in it. This is a guy out there on the floor because he also understands that if he shows up
for Keon Ellis, who became a mainstay in the rotate. He went high and tight with the fade. The blonde highlight is how he looks right now.
Let's just...
Sacramento Kings winning 46 games last year.
Yeah, and I think Keon Ellis had a lot to do with it because they understand Mike Brown's concepts, and they all bought into it.
Slamson going through his pregame paces. Now, if you joined us last year, that's why the fans are giving him a resounding announcement of any kind yet. But if you fuck a Sacramento King, he's joined courtside there. Are underway.
And you know it's great as he walked by, so the chemistry could...
Suffered a shoulder injury during his pre-draft workout, so they're going to be very cautious with him. Here's Lau Sunning out top. He's the primary ball handler for the Chinese national team. Run a little weave action out front. Back to Sunning. Knocked out of bounds with 11 to go on the shot clock. Keep an eye on number 11, big man Yu Jiao Hao, who played at Sierra Canyon with Bronny James. There he is on the catch with the ball right now. As I mentioned his name on the drive, 5 on the shot clock working against Timmy. And Timmy gets the stop.
He's big, and he also has a good feel for the game. They got some bigs that can really play some basketball out here.
On the second side, Ellis goes through on the shuffle cut. Timmy back out to Mason Jones. Ellis on the drive-by. Sprays it out to Timmy. Had a notion from 3. Shot clock is at 3. They got to pull. Ellis, the right man for the job.
With Yu Jiao Hao just running out on him, arm extended. Keon Ellis still knocks down that corner 3.
This Chinese national team recently played against the Australian national team and gave them a very good battle. This will not be a duck walk. Jones drives and is fouled. Mason Jones will go to the free throw line for a couple of shots. And we teased it a little bit earlier. Mason Jones, pounds since the last time most of you laid eyes on him at the end of April when he was on the Sacramento Kings bench. He alchemized an incredible transformation in his body fat down to about 6%. Sophia Jones has more. Sophia, tell us about it. Looks like we've got some technical difficulties. So we'll get more on that story in just a bit on Mason Jones. We've got Sophia now on that weight loss program. Sophia, tell us about it.
You mentioned earlier he lost 50 pounds. He's down to 6% body fat. He said that it all started at the end of April. He got with a nutritionist. He was put on a no carbs, high protein, 2 meals a day diet. He's been doing 2-a-days pretty much this entire offseason. He's been in the gym every night getting up shots to the point where they actually had to tell him to go home. He's been incorporating a lot of hot yoga and Pilates as well. But he said that his passion for the game and his discipline have really come together to be able to achieve this. And now we're seeing the fruits of his labor.
Yeah, he talked about being able to be more of a playmaker, making things happen on some of those second side actions. And he's off to a great start in the offseason. Keon Ellis off to a great start in this game, Morgan.
Yeah, and I mean, you talk about Mason Jones and what he's capable of doing now, just being that much lighter. Look at this defense, just all up in his guy and doing a great job with those lighter feet. But Mark, I mean, you think about what he's doing every single day, having a nutritionist to tell him what to eat, sometimes starting to tell him to eat a little bit more because they want to make sure he's not going to lose that muscle.
Yeah, great point. 6'4", a svelte, streamline, 190 pounds as of today. Lau Sunning out top. Floater comes up short, tipped up and in by Yu Jiao Hao. That's what I was talking about, who was actually born in California. Timmy at the other end with a little quick get back. Chinese national team with some pace into the front court. Handed off back to Lau Sunning. Sunning out front. Spins on Timmy. And Timmy with a big-time block. He packed that on the glass. Dime to Jones for the slam. Isaac Jones from Mason Jones and Kobe.
Finishing it with the dunk.
Quick 7-point advantage for the Kings. They throw it into the big man. Yu Jiao Hao knocked out of bounds. It'll stay China basketball. China trying to regain its prestige on the Asian continent basketball-wise. Other teams have really started to improve. Japan, Lebanon, Iran, a lot of those countries investing in basketball. It's been a lot more difficult for them to win that Asian title of late. Nice floater there by Lau Sunning.
Absolutely. I mean, just looking at some of these guys in the different leagues that they're playing in, it was fun to watch, especially the ones that we are seeing out here today. The best of the best from China right here on today's floor.
And we are going to have a wholesale hockey line change. Morgan, I know you and I were both looking forward to that, right?
Man, okay. This kind of rotation, I see how we're going with this.
That didn't come up in our little production meeting with them, did it? But folks, keep an eye on number 51 for China. Yang Hansen, 7'2", 19 years old. An NBA prospect. He's guarding Timmy right now. Here's Ellis off the screen. No hesitation, and the right result. Neon Keon with the light so far.
If Keon can keep making that mid and keep working on his shot and become that valuable on the offensive end, he's going to be trouble.
Tell you what, Doug Christie, as Sophia Jones reported, has these guys hyped up, especially at the defensive end, ready to play. 6 minutes to go. Good ball pressure by Colby Jones. Shot clock down to 3. Forced to launch deep into the clock, and the Kings get the stop. Isaac Jones out of Washington State gave it up. Here's Ellis. Timmy off the elbow. They run their split cuts. And Timmy going to try and walk down their big man out to Mason Jones now. Nice slot cut by Ellis. Oh, that's jelly. Actually, that must be jam because jelly doesn't shake like that. Ellis off to a fantastic beginning. He has 10.
Moving without the basketball, and then right there using his body with that little bit of a reverse.
Tell you, we were here last year, Morgan, when we saw Keegan Murray put up a 40-piece in the first Summer League game in the California Classic. Maybe we're trending that way again with Ellis.
I would love to see it here today, Mark.
Jones from the corner. And rebounded by China. Ellis going to be called for the reaching foul as Boogie Ellis, number 15, gets ready to come into the ball game for the Kings. Along with Joe Lowell out of Baylor. Going to time onto the floor.